Good people. What's happening? Go
Russ
ahead, hit that like button.
Rhodes,
Go
man.
ahead, follow the page. Go ahead and share the live. Please share the live. Also, I think Fanatic will be a bit fickle tonight. He's watching the Cowboys, so when you see him mad half of the time, it's because Cowboys getting spanked. They getting whooped as usual. You know, Jerry Jones just need to go ahead and retire and let somebody else go ahead and take over that team. So until then, he'll definitely be mad.
I'm going to ignore that slander. I'm going to ignore all Dallas slander. I'm going to let it rock. Because tonight is a special night, bruh. Tonight is the night where I reveal who I think wins in my mock AYF draft. We had a mock AYF draft. I believe tonight is the night. You can check me if I'm wrong. I believe tonight is the night where I let y'all know in my mock AYF draft who would be the winner. Now I don't know. Now I did want to know. Do we have what Cam Newton said? Do we have what Cam Newton said? I want.
Absolutely.
Let's throw what Cam Newton said. Let's get into the business tonight. Now, let's get into the business. Let's get into the business. Cam said, "I sit back and I think I'm trying to read like Cam. I think and I observed is the so-called top youth football teams just glorified all-star teams. So is it really a team? How many of those kids been with the program all the way up? What's the process of missing practice or recruiting out of state to play on the team? Or not showing up to practice just to be at games to try to win? Is it value still set in place? I could be wrong. What you guys take on this? So Cam want to know, how do y'all feel about youth football teams having kids not show up to practice, recruiting out of state, and just getting kids all of a sudden in a certain age group, but not coaching those kids up from, I guess you could say, 5 and 6 all the way up? I'm gonna say this, Ken. I think Cam missed the boat on this one.
You think he missed it?
I think he missed. And I think it's some folks out there that agree with him, i.e., people like you, bro. Probably agree with Cam. I
Hold on.
agree with
Hold
him.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's some validity there.
There's no validity, bro.
Oh, it's definitely. Listen, bro, you missing a point. The
Go ahead.
man is specifically trying to say that there are coaches who are not coaching. They just have some of the best players, and those players are not even being punished because they are the best players from other states, right? And basically, what I believe that Cam is trying to say, are saying, is that, bro, you're not even like you're not even coaching this player to be who he was at that moment. This player was already who he was, and you just taking the credit. You didn't make this player. You didn't build this player up. You didn't develop this player to be who he is. That's what Cam is saying. Basically, y'all coaches ain't doing nothing. Y'all just getting the best players. That's what the man is saying.
I disagree. First of all, I think the most important part of all of this that we forget is youth coaches are volunteer guys. They ain't getting a dollar. They ain't getting paid. Any time they put in is voluntary. I want all my educators out there. If you're an educator and you in the comment section, I want y'all to answer me this. Where does education start? Education start at home, right? Where does education start? Education starts at home.
For sure.
Any educator will say education starts at home, not when your child get to the school. That's where your fundamentals is learned in education, at home. But all of a sudden, we putting it on the volunteer coach to do this and do. They are volunteer coaches, bro. So all of this, they ain't doing this and they ain't doing that and they ain't getting this right and bro, we too hard on the coaches.
I think Cam is basically saying, and he's saying that coaches are beating their chest, and they're not even the one who's building these players up. That's validity, bro. That's literally
validity.
That is validity.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not, bro. It's not validity because even when you take the best, even when some of these coaches take the best players and put them on a team, bro, we can say they not developing them all we want to. A lot of them teams win, bro. A lot of them teams win, right? And when the teams don't win, that's when we like, hey, bro, you should be winning with these players. We hold those coaches accountable for not winning the players that they should be winning with. So we acting like those coaches ain't accomplishing something. They're accomplishing something, bro. To win, there must be development. I've been saying that from the beginning, bro. To win, there must be some form of development, bro. Even if it's the smallest minute, there must be some form of development to simply win games, bro. I think a lot of these coaches are developing, bro. And we ain't giving them they just do. I really genuinely.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be flat out honest because I'm speaking for the coaches that's actually out there taking the time out to develop these kids. And I'm surprised at you because you are one of the coaches that actually develop kids just for people to come take the kids and take the damn credit. Hey, I'm surprised at you because how many people and teams have taken your players that you said that you ain't even talking to the damn parents no more.
But ask me this. Ask me who I don't talk to. I don't talk to the parent. I talk to the coach all day. The coach,
okay.
That's my problem.
So would you not have a problem? Real quick, Fanatic, would you not have a problem if that same player that you know that couldn't even catch a damn football, he couldn't even catch a headache, right? He couldn't even do nothing. And you took extra time to coach this young man, right? Now he's on everybody's radar at this point. And then somebody comes, right, the next season, and your child that you develop,
right,
your child plays for that team that the coach still didn't take bare minimum. He basically utilizes his talent, took all the credit for that talent. You gonna be okay with that?
I'm gonna tell you, my problem wouldn't be with the coach, though. That's where I'm saying we got a lot of misplaced anger around here. It's a lot of finger point at the coach. It's the parents who's the problem.
I get that, but are you?
I got a problem with it, but I don't have a problem with the coach. I don't have a problem with the coach taking the kid and saying, "Oh man, look what I did," and blase. I turned this kid into this. Before he got to me, he was a nobody. I don't have a problem with that, bro. Because if they may really believe that, because a lot of times what happens is, I'm gonna be real. What happens is a lot of these kids, they be playing somewhere in the rec park. A lot of folks don't know about them. Like, I want y'all to think about this, Ken. I want you to think about this. I guarantee you, bro, and I'm pretty sure Kyle won't mind if I say this, so I'm gonna say it. Kazi was fast before he ever got to So Icy. Kazi was fast as hell before he ever got to So Icy. What Kyle did was put him in place to get the attention and to be successful. That's what Kyle did. But Kazi was already fast. He could already cut. He could already do all those things before he ever got to So Icy. Kyle just put him in a predicament to do such. He just put him in a predicament where he could get more eyes on him to do that. A lot of people would say, oh, Kyle made Kazi, right? A lot of people would say that. But I'm sure the coaches at Trinity Elite say, hell no. We've been seeing him do this. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, bro, it's just that kid gets an opportunity to get more eyes on them. So in a sense, that coach did play a part in what they got going on, bro.
Bro, we talking about exposure.
But that's what I'm saying. So no, I don't have a problem with it because at the end of the day, if they don't go there, they don't get that. They don't get that exposure. But the problem ain't with the coach. So I think Cam
I'm
missing
not.
the boat. I think Cam pointing the finger at the coaches when Cam need to be pointing the finger at them parents.
Ah,
Yes, bro.
hey, listen.
To be real, I think it goes both ways. I think the parents have to take some accountability for it, and I think the coaches that are coaching these kids have to take some accountability for it. Because if you're not able to develop a player, I give a damn if you coach them for free.
Yeah, here's the thing though.
If you're not able to develop somebody, then you just need to go ahead and go on, bro. Like
It's
other,
not always
and
the
you can still be a part of the team.
yeah,
It's
but
other
it's not
things that
always
you
the
can do with the
parents though, bro. I'm gonna give a point in scenario. When Marshawn Lynch, when he was playing for the Oakland Dynamites, my cousin was the starter. He didn't have nobody telling him how to play football. His parents didn't teach them how to play a lick of football. The coaches developed him. He was one of the, the superstars that was playing. So it's not always the damn parents, because he was just pure raw talent. Had he had the parents around him, then he'll probably be in the same situation as Marshawn. But I'm still going to equate his development to the damn coaches that actually took the time out to tell him how to do specific reads, how to run certain route, what an A gap, B gap is, how to see and read a defense, what is the play calling, and all this other stuff. So, like, my thing is, I guess this is where I'm coming from with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the fact that there are a lot of kids out there that are getting developed by these coaches that's literally taking the time out to develop certain kids, and then they get failed by the wayside, right? Parents overlook these folks because they don't know that this coach right here is the real reason that player that you looking to go to is actually developed, because he took the adequate amount of time to make sure that player is good. And so that parent will look at that coach that developed these kids as second fiddle, when that's the person that you really need to be going to for your development. So that's where I have the issue, bro.
Right.
It ain't about the coaches per se. It's about the coaches. It's not the coaches that's winning with the kid. It's about the coaches that's now being overlooked because they went through he was the prerequisite to the team that actually has the
name or whatever.
Yes,
So
yes.
This is what I'm gonna say, right?
Exactly. But then that coach, some coaches, bro, I've never heard a coach above say, "Hey, man, you know what? I like to thank Coach such and such. Man, he brought that boy in ready. I just fine-tuned him up." I never heard a coach say that. I just heard a coach act like he's the one responsible for why this player is like that. And you know you lying.
But see, Ken, you saying that, like, so you agree with it. This is what I'm
Go
gonna say,
ahead,
right?
bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is on the parents, because one, you need to be putting your kids in a position to where they're at an organization, a rec team, whatever the case may be, to get developed. But two, this is the thing that I think is the main problem. It's too many players playing with God-given ability right now. And granted, that's what it is when 5, 6, 7 years old. But let's talk about 13, 12 years old, 14 years old. To be real, bro, everybody talking about all this developing. I don't see it. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I don't really see it. And I'm talking about at the upper age groups. Because when these kids, I mean, outside of knowing, cover 2, cover 3, stuff like that, cover 1, offensive schemes and stuff like that. Okay, that's cool. But it's still, even that, when these kids get to high school, there's so much fine tuning that got to go on, and so much reconstructing of a football mind that has to take place, that bro, you ain't really developed these kids like that. You didn't.
Well, hey man, all I'm saying is I do. Hold on. Hey, send Coach Devon this link real quick,
I got you.
Mike. All right, because he said he want to talk. He says, "What is y'all definition of development?" My definition. No matter of fact, I want Fanatic, and then because I know I'm gonna have to clean up some of the stuff that he
Coach
says.
Tim was good.
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead, Fanatic. What's
So
your
my definition of development is: does your kids know the fundamentals of football? Does your kids know their gaps? Does your kids know their schemes? Does your kids know their coverages that they're playing defense? If your child is playing linebacker, do they know the proper stance? Do they know their proper gaps? Do they know their proper alignment? If your child is playing quarterback, does he know what a 3-step drop? Does he understand, does he understand defensive coverages? Does he understand if they in cover 2 where he should want the ball? If he understands if they in cover 3, if your child is a wide receiver, does he know the route tree? Does he know how to run the routes properly? Does he know how to get off the line? Does he know how to get off the jam? If your child is a DB. So my definition of development is the basics. That's all I'm asking for from any kid is, does your child know the basics? If your child know the basics, go ahead. And I feel like a lot of kids do know the basics from what I see. A lot of kids know the basics. The other stuff is, oh, Bree said they ain't teaching that. Oh, well, hell, the kids I be around know the basics.
Does your kid know what that quarterback is trying to look for when he sends a running back in motion and brings a running back back? Do your kids know this type of stuff? And I think maybe that's too high of a level. And maybe, like I said, 12, 13, 14.
And this is where I started to disagree with some things, Micah. I think for me, I'm not looking for that. You feel what I'm saying? At maybe at 13U, yeah. At 12U, yeah. But for me, I'm literally looking for the basics of football. Because ultimately, what's going to happen is you're going to go play in 3,000 different systems. You're going to go to high school, and God forbid, boy, if you get 3 different coaches in high school, you're going to have 3 different coaches run three different defensive schemes.
But let me ask you though, Micah. Let me ask you this. I'm sorry, Fanatic. Let me ask you this, Fanatic. Is there a core, a common, a commonality that all coaches are looking for? Like, is there like a specific thing that coaches feel like, even though everybody got their own system, there's a certain thing that everybody must know, right? Do you think that is being taught?
I'm gonna say
Foundation.
this.
What's up, Coach Devon?
Let's get Coach Devon. He at practice. Let's get him in.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, bro?
I think this. I normally just sit back and watch. I have to weigh in on this topic, because I think a part of what everybody is saying is right. Right. I think a part of what everybody is saying is right. And I mean, number one, I think somebody just asked the biggest question: what do you consider development? If that term isn't defined, then everybody gonna think that they're developing. But at the same time, I'm actually agreeing with part of what Fanatic said. If somebody's on a winning team, even if the coach sucks, even if they not really teaching them strict foundation, there is some form of development. What are they developing? A winning attitude. And I'm telling, what you say, championship pedigree. You learning what grit looks like. You have an expectation to succeed at everything you do because that's all you know. Is the coach specifically develop him? Maybe, maybe not. But if he coaching that team and that team is winning, even if you have all stars, you have to communicate and show them something to be successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a form of development. And then I just heard you say, well, what is every coach looking for? The hard part is every coach is different. And then there's other development that's not X's and O's. And some superstar teams, Ken, that you have, you can't knock a coach with a superstar team or a superstar player, because I mean, I've been at this from 11 years in youth. I coached at D1 as well, and I coached as a defensive coordinator for a junior college. You can have a great kid, But that kid is like you said, off of raw talent. But that kid don't know what wall and number two and keep your eyes 2 to 1. That's foreign language to him, right? You
Right.
telling him you got the flats, and all he's been told because he was so talented was, hey, you go over there, you cover down low, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when that new coach who takes this all-star kid who's raw, teaches him what a hook to curl is, teach him his gaps, teach him how to bend, bang, or bounce when he's running the ball, teach him inside release for all the positive routes, outside release for a 3 or 7 route. They've developed him. Now, did they make him fast? No. Did they make him did they make him strong or a great cover or tackle person? No, but they developed him because they taught him knowledge of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now here's where I agree on the other side. Every coach gets a part of that. It's just when everybody tries to call him my kid. Like you ask Fanatic, if somebody has that was your kid, well, look, yeah, they was your kid, but when they go to the next, it's they're that coach's kid too. And when they go to the next, they're that coach's kid too. A lot of coaches be like, well, I set the foundation. Yeah, the foundation when they was 8, 9 to 10, that changes when they 12. As a varsity coach, I took kids who were all stars and now they 14 to 18 and I'm teaching them stuff they didn't know. As a Division 1 coach, I'm taking a 4-star kid and now I'm teaching them stuff that he didn't know. But everybody is a part of that journey. I think the egos was and taking credit is the one. And then last but not least, everybody's right. The parent is the problem too, right? So you do have a kid that was taught that foundation and he learned his holes. He learned how to put the inside of the ball, how to cover on contact, how to read a hole and react left or right. And he did that for like 3 years. But now here comes the national coach or another coach being like, come with me, and he winning. And a parent falls out with that original coach. And then a parent get mad or say, nah, he ain't teaching nothing. And the other coach is like, nah, but we did. It's the parents' decision because to coach or opportunity to opportunity. I'm not saying they wrong. I don't like it, but that happens. So everybody is right in a portion of what y'all saying, but you got to be more specific in what do you say is development. If a kid is winning, that's development. If a kid scored 42 touchdowns last year, but he didn't know plays, which I've had that, he was just told, hey, we're going to toss the ball right to Axton. Let's go. We're gonna toss the ball right. Actually, you're gonna get the toss right. Well, teach him what more than a toss. Now he know what a trap is. He know what a GT counter is and how you supposed to be patient. Guess what? That new coach developed him too. So you
Mm-hmm.
gotta really look at what you define in development as.
Right.
Mm. I kind of like that. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie
that's
to you.
cool. I ain't gonna
Uh,
lie, though. Fuck all this, Walker. I mean, excuse my language, but yo, I better not lose next week, man. I got you.
Man, hey, trust me. We own it. We own it. Everybody intact. We own it. We scouting. We ain't going out there. I ain't new to this. I done been to nationals four times, and I'm mad that last time we didn't come back with it last year. This time, that our eyes is on the prize. We not sleeping on no team. We've been practicing weekends, running. We ready, man. We ready.
I
oh
just
yeah.
I just wanted you to say that for my dogs out there, the Virginia Seahawks, man.
Oh
I
yeah,
just
I heard.
Hey, hey, hey,
Hold up.
hold
Accent.
up.
How you feel about the Seahawks though? With what they said.
Man, they
oh
said
nah,
it's
man, they think they gonna beat you, man. They want you
They
first.
want y'all first.
They want you first
nah. We
round.
giving belt to them though.
They say they want y'all first. Whatever team we thought has the strongest chance of winning, that's who Virginia Seahawks want.
Yo, I did it last year, so we just gonna do it again.
We gonna do
Oh.
it again. We can.
Hey, I gotta
hey,
teach him how to get better. I gotta teach him how to get better with PR. I'm gonna teach him how to get
No,
better with
that's
hey,
it.
PR.
We
nah,
gonna do
hey,
it again. We
listen. I think he got a lot of folks want to see that game now.
Yeah,
we
I
gonna
mean,
do it again.
I know they want to see it. We want to see whoever. I respect all the teams. I think this is the best division of the bracket. Over here, no lap. I think this is the best division. But all right, I gotta get ready. We out here. I ain't gonna show too
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Go
I'm in
ahead.
the middle of practice. I just have to
Come
weigh
on,
in on
bro.
that. I'm back.
Go ahead,
I bet,
man.
bet.
We trying
Hey,
to
but
win.
I did look. I do have something also, man, that I wanted to
Before we
add
get
to
there,
that fanatic.
before we add to it, I want to say one thing to that, Ken. I want to say one thing. When we say what is a coach looking for, bro, I'ma speak for me. If a
Hey,
kid come to my high school, I'm looking for a positive attitude, I'm looking for you to just grind. So I'm looking for work ethic. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm looking for parent support. If I got them 3 things, bro, I don't need you to know it. I don't give a damn if you don't know how to get in a 3-point stance. If you got a positive attitude, some work ethic, and some parents that's gonna support, I can do all the rest myself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
you keep saying parents need to support and parents got to do this. We know, bro, that a lot of these
that's all I need,
kids' parents is really sometimes it's single parent, right? And then you got the mother
I agree.
who don't know certain things. So like let me read this one real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so this lady said, if I could give advice to parents of athletes going into high school, don't allow other opinions determine your decision. Just because the weight room is pretty doesn't mean, right, it's the school for your kid. If you're able to make sure what she say? She said, if you're able to make sure you take a knowledgeable person to those interviews. If you want to transfer, do what's best for your kid. The internet going to talk. Only trust the process if you're a part of the process. If you're a part of the process. And my thing is this. I like some of what she said.
I've been saying this for years.
But it's something when that was stated that let me know if something don't go your way, because at first it sounded like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm with the process, right? Whatever, I'm gonna go where I feel like I need to go, but if it ain't going the way I wanted to go, then I'm gonna leave and go somewhere else. Like to me, it's a lot of fickle in that statement. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of like, if it just don't go my way, bro, I'm going to the next place. That's why when she says, if you want to transfer, listen, why is that even in your mindset? You do your due diligence before you even take your kid to that school, and then you live with your decision, right? Then you talked about trust the process. What's the damn process? Trust if I need to go transfer every goddamn day, you know what I'm saying? Then I should be able to transfer every day. It shouldn't matter what somebody else has to say that I want to transfer to the best team. Like, bro, that it's situations like that why I say certain people, bro, you just can't leave it up to the parents, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I feel you. I'm gonna say this: one is their kid. You gotta leave it up to the parents, because ultimately that's who the kid is gonna trust the most in this era. 2 is there's always, bro, like coaches in this era, bro. In this era, coaches don't even get a chance to establish a process before they get fired nowadays. I was just telling my brother this. Coaches don't even get a chance anymore. Times didn't change. Even in high school, we didn't probably had in Georgia 10 to 15 high school coaches fired. Some who took their team to the second, third round of the playoffs fired. So it's like at the end of the day, bro, sometimes them kids gotta transfer, bro. Sometimes the process that a coach thought he was gonna have, the principal, the AD, the booster club, somebody then put the pressure on them to speed that process up. So sometimes transferring is definitely got to be an option. But the thing is, bro, I agree with every single thing. There's not one thing that lady said I don't agree with, bro. There's not one thing she said. Ultimately, the main thing she said is trust the process, but be a part of the process. I don't even have a problem with a parent taking their kid and transferring, as long as you have been a part of this process from the beginning, whether you've been a headache to me or whether you've been great to me. If you've been around, you've been around. What I don't like is someone who ain't in this process, that don't know what the hell going on, but you the main one wanting your kid to be in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out.
Okay.
That's parents I have a problem.
So then, because we hitting that 30 mark, and then it creates situations like this, right? It creates situations like this where Zay come out and say, right, is the culture of best playing the best teams right? Gone in youth sports, right? It's national time, and it looks like teams going where they can win instead of trying to knock off the number one team. I feel like it create process like that, allowing you keep saying it's up to the parents, and the parents, basically like the parents should have more say in what goes on, and they should. I think the parents should get out the damn way. I don't think the parents should be involved. You seen as the parents became more involved in these situations, youth football, high school football has become the wild, wild west. The parents don't need to be involved in none of this. Y'all keep talking about, oh, it's up to the parents' development. No, it's not up to the parents. For me, I don't even want the damn parents involved. I don't want them involved at all, because there then comes entitlement. Them saying, oh, I've been working with my kid. Oh, we've been doing training. We've been doing this. Your expectation as a coach may not be the same as their expectations. Some of them may feel just because they are doing those things that it should be a free ride to do whatever it is that they want to do. And that could be further from the truth, because what they feel is progress, and it looks like greatness to the parent may not be for the coaches. So that's why I'm saying, bro, we keep talking about the parents need to be more involved. Yeah, when you talk about homework and all that, okay, I agree. But in the sport world, we need to get the parents out, because as you see, is too much fighting going on amongst the parents and coaches. It's too much distraction going on amongst the parents and coaches. Bro, the parents need to get out the way, bro.
And see, that's where I differ with you, because I don't separate sports and say, all right, with the homework, yeah, but with the sports, no, it's the same to me. Because if we talking youth, I got your kid for 2 hours, 3 to 4 days a week. That's 6 hours. Everybody ain't gonna be on time, so that's an hour and 50 minutes. Then I got 30 kids. Most coaches for real ain't got a staff of 8 to 9 people. So it's only 3 to 4 of us out here, but we got 30 kids. So I need my parents. I need you to go home and actually work with him. I need you to go home and when I assign this summer workout packet, I actually need you to do this summer workout packet. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we need that. So at the end of the day, I'm glad you think your child is a lot better than what I think. It's my job to let you know that, hey, I understand you feel that way, but that's not what I see. It's the same thing for when a child is at home and they able to do those algebraic equations, but then they go to school and the teacher like, I don't know what y'all doing at home, but he can't do it in here. And the parent like, he do this at home easily, right? The expectations, they not living up to it. That's on them. That's a conversation. That's my biggest problem with coaches.
Oh, hold on. Wait.
Go ahead.
The biggest problem in our community is what? Communication. So now I'm gonna put you in a predicament to where I gotta sit there and be very honest with you, where most people can't even accept constructive criticism about their damn kid, yet alone about themselves, right? So you basically saying, I'm helping this person underperform, and then people, they place the blame everywhere except for themselves. So you mean to tell me I gotta have these type of conversations with parents?
That's the most hardest part of the job. Now, when you start saying, hey, all that fundamental development, I don't think the coach is doing nothing. I think they're doing fine. I think the only problem the coaches got is, hey, bruh, y'all boys gotta learn how to communicate with these parents, bruh. And whether they accept it or whether they don't, they ain't got nothing to do with you. You feel what I'm saying? That's not your problem. I see I'm clipping a little bit. That's not your problem. What your responsibility is to communicate. You feel what I'm saying? Whether they accept the word or not, that ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. So my thing is just always, dog, I just always want folks to remember, bro, your job as the coach is to communicate, but you need the parents. Without the parents, there is no successful coach. We gotta have parents in youth football. And at the end of the day, even when it comes to that, The truth of the matter is, most coaches don't play games not because they don't want to play them. It's because of the parents. It's because you know how many teams I didn't heard say,
Look,
"Oh man,
okay,
they
let
don't
me
want to go to national."
so,
Their parents complaining about going to nationals.
so
They
let me
think they
say
gonna
this.
lose.
I am not disagreeing that parents should be somewhat involved. I'm just saying, far as exit, like the workout and all that stuff, bro. Like, yeah, I'll suggest that they work out, but I'm not relying on the parents.
That's the point.
I'm not relying on them because sometimes, bro, folks is dishonest. They'll tell you that they kid working out and they won't do it.
Then we
So
ain't gonna be
I
good.
know, but they're going to still feel entitled.
Then that's
They-
on them.
Yeah,
We're
and
putting too
then
much of
here comes the
basis on
argument.
you.
Here
That
comes the argument.
ain't
But yeah, bro, we could definitely chop it up about that a little bit more
for
later.
sure.
But we got we got the brackets tonight. So
Okay.
you ready to get into the brackets?
Let's get into it. Let's explain it. I believe so. We did for everybody that don't know. Usually, Mike can come in and explain this a little bit. I don't know if he here or not, but
Yeah, I can. So we went ahead and we did a lottery style pick. I think that was Monday or Tuesday,
Monday.
in order for us to get the ranking positions for all the teams. And definitely salute to y'all that was tuned in. And now we had a bracket, well, at least Fanatics bracket. So he went ahead and put together his brackets for the AYF. And we're gonna get it cracked off with 6U. Let me pull that up real quick. Give me 1 second here.
All right, go ahead, Mike. Fanatic.
All right, man. So on the left side, man, it might be y'all right, but we're gonna start with Purple Smoke. So we got Miami will take on North Cal. I got Miami coming out of that. Shout out to Purple Smoke. Then we have the Winston-Salem Indians versus Upper Marlboro. Shout out to Winston-Salem. Shout out to Carolina. I think it's gonna be a very tough game. If this happened, because this is all mocked, it's made up. If this happened, then Upper Marlboro would beat Winston-Salem in a very tough game. Out of those two games, though, as y'all know, this is proof that the DMV area don't win a national starting at 6U. Because if you win against Purple Smoke, they would knock out Upper Marlboro. And I think, I'm going to be real with y'all, it ain't many teams that would knock out Upper Marlboro. Right? It's only, I would only give it to like 2 teams that could do it. But unfortunately, if Upper Marlboro ran into Purple Smoke, that's it. They're done. They don't win a natty, right? So Purple Smoke ends up going to the Nationals. On the other side, we got Metro versus North Philly Blackhawks. I slightly edged the North Philly Blackhawks. I ended up watching both. I'm not really impressed with either or, if I'm being honest. I'm not impressed with Metro, and I ain't that impressed with the North Philly Blackhawks 6U, but I would edge North Philly. Columbus Ice versus RCU. I more than edge. I think RCU is a really, really good 6U. And then RCU would take on North Philly. I would have RCU being North Philly by like 2 touchdowns, right? In a championship, I would edge Purple Smoke. I'm going to just be real, RCU. I think Purple Smoke has played so many great teams. Those kids are so much prepared, so well advanced. I honestly would have to give that W to the Miami Garden Ravens to start what could potentially be one of the most dominating and dynasties in AYF with that Miami Gardens Purple Smoke. Based on this bracket, National Sports Chat, do you agree?
I actually agree with everything except for RCU Knockout Boys being. I think North Philly Blackhawks knock them out, knock RCU out.
Offense.
That's the only thing. That's the only disagreement that I have.
Okay, I'll take that. So what would you get? Is give me a grade. Give me a grade, man.
I give you a A-.
Okay, I see Vontae agree with me. Yes, RCU is Texas. I see Vontae agree with me. Shout out to Vontae. Let me see, man. If you disagree, PA taking notes, but I'm gonna say that he checking the box. That means he checking the box. He agree. I'm gonna say he agree. You feel what I'm saying? So I think everybody I think everybody agrees with this one, man. Miami Garden Ravens. If this was to happen, if this was a mocked bracket, if this showed up next week, I think everybody could agree that I got it right. If you feel what I'm saying? Asa said, "Fanatic, when the DMV bring a natty home, we want to public. You literally won't win. I'm going to show you, Asa, why you don't win a natty in every single age group. I'm going to show you why it's impossible. See, y'all thought I was trolling, Ken. I'm going to show them it's literally impossible for them to win a national championship. Let's go to 7.
You pick my boys, huh?
I had no choice.
Purposeful.
Michael, literally,
I,
if you left with driving across the bridge or jumping off, I'm just gonna drive across, bro. I don't have many options. Bro.
no, they gonna. I'm gonna make sure they hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go to this 7U, man.
Let's get it. Let's get it, man. All right, 7U. We're gonna start with the Midwest Hawks, y'all. We got Midwest Hawks versus North Philly. Man, the folks, I was invited to Philly next year, y'all. I don't think I'm going to be welcome. I don't think I'm going to be welcome because I'm not trying to be funny, Philly. I think some kind of way when we made these selections, y'all literally got the hardest team every single time. But I don't even think PA think that they're going to beat the Midwest Hawks 7U, right? All right, so then next we got Air Academy versus the Big Army. I'm going to be real with y'all, bro. As much as I wanted to slight them, there's no way in hell that you can slight the Big Army. The Big Army is literally like that. You feel what I'm saying? So I have the Big Army beating Air Academy. You feel what I'm saying? If Midwest Hawks played the Big Army, we all know who would win that game, bro. The Midwest Hawks would win that game, bro. Eventually going to the championship. If we go to the other side, we got Havoc versus the Old Town Ducks. I have Havoc winning that game convincingly. We have RCU versus the Valley Boys, the former national champions. I have the Valley Boys coming out. Havoc versus the Valley Boys. I got the Valley Boys coming out. And now we got the Midwest versus the West Coast, an amazing nationals. I actually have the Midwest Hawks bringing home a national championship. The Valley Boys do not go back to back. Let me know what y'all think about this one. I think I got this one right if this was to happen. Wow. PA say they beat the Midwest Hawks by 2 touchdowns.
Hey, see, that's where I was going. Here's my thing, right? Okay. I definitely disagree with this bracket. I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. I probably get this one like a C. Now, I definitely have North Philly beating the Midwest. Then I got Hair losing to DMVU Big Army. I got DMVU Big Army beating North Philly. I got them going to the championship. I got the Big Army going to the championship. And then on the other side, I got Raising Havoc beating Old Town Ducks. I got the Valley Boys beating RCU. But then I got Raising Havoc, right? Beating the Valley Boys to go on to beat Big Army. I think the Raising Havoc literally is the team to beat in this bracket. So I do like Big Army, but I think I really think that Havoc has the biggest chance of winning in this bracket.
So basically what you're telling me is you have DMV area losing 2 times to not win a natty. All right. I will take this. I see PA gave me a C-. I like what my dog Vontae said. Vontae said, man, I actually want to see Midwest Hawks play Big Army because I've seen both of them play Trotwood, and I think Big Army could win that game. And I've seen them both play Trotwood too, Vontae, but I think the opposite. I actually think Midwest Hawks wins that game, man. He says RCU better than Havoc. I feel you, but Havoc is not playing Valley Boys in the first round. RCU's playing Valley Boys in the first round. I have both of y'all losing to the West Coast. So whether RCU is better than Havoc or not, both of y'all lose to the West Coast.
I just don't have them going over the Valley Boys.
They just not winning over Valley. He said because Will Huckabee. Damn, that's your real name? Like, that's different. All right. Will Huckabee says RCU better than Havoc. I think what you missing, Will, is we both think y'all lose to the Valley Boys. So whether you play them first or second round, if the Valley Boys is who y'all play, you're losing.
Yeah, because you matching them off of them playing versus each other. They didn't even make it to see each other in our
You know what
book.
I'm saying? They ain't make it. We think you both lose to them. Vontae say, I like Midwest House though. They scored on Trotwood. And that again, Vontae, I'm with you on that one. I like the Midwest Hawks. I think that they are a really, really good team. I think that they're going to win. You feel what I'm saying? So I think, man, that everybody should maybe go back and watch some Midwest Hawks games, some Midwest Hawks 7U games. You feel what I'm saying? And I think from there, man, y'all will see that the Midwest Hawks 7U, bro.
I just think it's hard for me to see a first round exit from North Philly. If they play them second round, I might have a difference of opinion. But first round, I don't see North Philly exiting.
Hey man, he said, "Hey, I like it, man. RC, you ain't played nobody." My dog Will Huckabee said, "That's cause y'all ran. That's cause y'all ran. They played everybody who wanted to play." Hey, bruh. So basically, what he's saying, boo wop, stop running. If y'all went and ran all year, RCU would, well, not you, but RCU would have played boo wop if people would have played. Everybody was ducking them. That's why I changed it up, boo wop. No, you're not y'all. But I'm saying, what he's saying is them is better. Them dudes should have stopped running. You feel what I'm saying, boo wop? Because if them dudes running, RCU would have played. Now, ultimately, it don't matter because they still would lose to the Valley Boys in this bracket. So we're really just arguing about whether it's first or second round. But shout out to them, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, man. That's two times that DMV region does not bring home a national championship. Sorry to tell y'all that. Let's go to 8U, bro. Let's go to 8U, bro. Dang, I'm gonna show y'all. 8U, man. This is when the bracket started to get a little deeper. All right, we're gonna start with the Old Town Ducks versus North Philly. Hey, PA. I got y'all beating the Old Town Ducks. I got y'all beating the Old Town Ducks, bro. I think y'all beat them, right? All right, so North Philly, y'all end up going to play Rosedale. Unfortunately, your luck has ended. Your luck has ended, man. You beat Old Town Ducks and then you run into Rosedale. See, he gonna have to give me an A on this bracket, Ken, because he knows damn well he ain't beating Rosedale. If he says they're beating Rosedale, he's a liar. He's biased. If y'all see the name in the chat, PA Trenches come across and he says, we're gonna beat Rosedale. Even he thinks he's lying. He knows damn well they ain't beating them. But anyway, Rosedale wins that game. Then we go down. DMVU versus Baby Flock. Sorry, former national champions. NWO don't get out the first round if this happens. If this was to happen and NWO had to pay Baby Flock, they wouldn't get out the first round, Ken. They would not get out the first round, bro. That after that, man, the Lake Erie Sharks would play the Miami Garden Ravens, Baby Flock. 20 ball. 20 ball. It's a 20 ball, bro. Rosedale would play Baby Flock. Baby Flock would go on to win that game. We go to the other side. Man, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but just hear me out. Carolina Elite plays the Benson Bruins. Carolina Elite. Havoc plays Carolina Elite. Carolina Elite. Then we have Playmakers Elite versus Staten Island. PME. PME versus the Las Vegas Rebel. PME. PME takes on Carolina Elite. After the games that Carolina Elite just played, they're even more amped up. They're even more prepared. They go on to the championship to lose to Baby Flock. I know it would sound crazy, but I just need y'all to trust. Take this down. Take this down. Take this down real quick. Take this down real quick. Take it out. Take it out. Take it down. I want him to see me, bro. I want him to see me. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but I need y'all to trust me. If that was to happen, Carolina Elite would go to the championship. Ultimately, they would lose to Baby Flock because Baby Flock is beating NWO and Rosedale in the same week. Once you beat those two teams, there's nobody standing in your way. You go in to win a national championship. But Carolina Elite is one of those teams that makes it to the championship and they end up losing. It's not close. They don't really compete. They don't get blow. It ain't blow. It ain't no 30 ball or nothing. But they
Yeah,
do lose.
they don't know too much about Carolina Elite. Now I seen them a couple times. One of them in person, which was at the EF Classic,
Mhm.
and they're a really good team. So I know a lot of people like, oh nah, the CBE,
Put it back
bro.
up. I want them to see it. Put it back up. So
Yeah, they like CBE ain't that good. But let's go to mine. Obviously,
Yeah.
Rosedale will have a bye. We got North Philly definitely beating Old Town Ducks. Then you got Lake Erie with a bye, but then you got the DMVU, right, playing Miami Garden Ravens Baby Flock. I actually have DMVU winning that game.
All right, you're foolish.
I have DMVU winning that game, and then I have them beating Lake Erie to go ahead and play Rosedale, right? Because I got Rosedale beating North Philly Blackhawks. Then I got Rosedale. See, this is gonna be tough because I think they already played once, and Rosedale won 14-13. I'll give it to Rosedale. On this side, I do have Carolina Elite advancing over Benson Bruins, and then where I don't know if I defer where Havoc, but I like CBE, and then Playmaker Elite over Staten Island. But I think PME beat the Carolina Elite to go ahead and play Rosedale. Right. So I got PME versus Rosedale in the championship. And then I got Rosedale winning that game. So I got Rosedale pretty much advancing. If this was the bracket, I got them going ahead and winning it.
When you said you had NWO beating Baby Flock, you literally lost all of my attention.
Yeah, I got them. Yeah.
There's no way and NWO is a good team. They're a really good team. Baby Flock does too much that NWO has never seen before. Like, not never seen before, but they don't play against that on a regular basis. Right? They play against the same type of offenses and schemes, and because a lot of people in that region do the same thing, right? So because of that, when they play Baby Flock first game, them kids would have never seen nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't never played it in a while. I ain't gonna say never. It's been a while since they played something like that. First game, if that was the first game, no, it's over with, bro. That's over with. So
Hey man, I can see where you coming from. You got a valid. You got definitely it's
and we
valid.
gotta think, bro. Think about all of the comp that Baby Flock has played that NWO hasn't touched. You feel what I'm saying? Once you start getting to 8U, kind of playing competition starts to matter a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying? So, I think unfortunately, man, Ken, I think you got it wrong, man. I think you got it wrong with that one. Only because you got Baby Flock losing. And Baby Flock is going to win that whole thing. We're going to have 2 Miami Garden Ravens champions in 6 and 8U. If that was to happen. If that
All
was.
right, let's go to the next one.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what y'all getting for that bracket though? Damn, boy, they got a lot of teams, man.
PA gave me an A-, so that's how I know Baby Flock wins. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. Let's start at Tennessee Mob versus Scat. This, honestly, when I went through, I said this might be one of the best brackets. It's not the best bracket. The 10U was the best bracket. But this is one of the best brackets of national football play. Right? It's not to say that any other bracket isn't, but this is one of the, if you ain't watching AYF 9, you just to see what goes on, you kind of missing out. All right. But let's say if Tennessee Mob had to play Scat Pack, my God, what an amazing game. We have 2 teams that at one point in time this year was national. This is an amazing game. But I think Scat Pack ends up taking that game. We have PME versus Columbus Patriots. Again, amazing game, but I think Columbus Patriots takes that game. But those are two games that I literally would love to see. All right, we have Frankfurt versus Maryland Heat. I think Frankfurt takes it. We got 757 versus RCU. Sorry, Texas, you're out of here. Shout out to 757. We go back up to the top. We have Scat Pack versus Columbus Patriots. Shout out to Scat Pack. Shout out North Carolina. Carolina, y'all balling in my AYF. In my AYF picks, Carolina's balling. Shout out to the Scat Pack. They go on to end up playing who Coach Diggy. You can only duck so long, man. You can only duck so long, Coach Diggy. But guess what? Guess what, Dig man? You lose. Man, put me back up, man. I don't even want Diggy to see me, man. Diggy on the start. Diggy and ran for so damn long. He's still, man, still searching for an underground railroad, man. Man, we're gonna run so long. He's still searching. He's just running and running, trying to find his way to the north, man. But guess what, Diggy? You meet your Mac in the Frankfurt Chargers, man. Frankfurt goes on to beat Scat Pack again. You feel what I'm saying? And then on the other side, we got Vegas Strong versus Benson Bruins. I got Benson. We got MGR versus Brick City Lions. Shout out to New Jersey, but I got MGR. We got River Boys versus Hoover Dirty Birds. I'm not big on the Hoover Dirty Birds at all. But shout out to the GA. GA wins. The River Boys goes on and wins. We got the Midwest Hawks versus the West 7 Rams. I think that's a really good game. But I am super high on the Midwest Hawks 9U. Super high. So the Midwest Hawks 9U wins that game. Benson Bruins takes on MGR. MGR wins that game. GA takes on Midwest Hawks. Shout out to the GA. Oh, Asa said you got River Boys for the win. Shout out to GA, man. I got the River Boys beating Midwest Hawks, and then we got MGR versus River Boys. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I think the River Boys is a great team, but I think they got to start doing a little bit more once you get to 9U. You feel what I'm saying? I think you got to start doing when you start playing 9U football, you got to start playing a couple more games, bro. Playing in your league ain't gonna just get the job done. You got to start going out and doing a little bit more. So I would love to see the River Boys touch a little more paint throughout the state of Georgia, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I think MGR wins that game. And then we can take this down. I got something for PA. Hey, PA. Hey, PA. You might not want to hear this, PA.
Oh, no.
I guarantee y'all. The Frankfurt Chargers is winning 9U AYF, bro. I can guarantee it. Guarantee.
I feel sorry for him now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The Frankfurt Chargers.
Hey, bro, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Right. Well, look, bro. That man had a plate in his hand when you did that. Now it's all whatever was on this damn plate is all over the damn kitchen now. Nobody wants to hear you say that.
I break the curse with this one, man. I break the curse with this one right here, bro.
That's wild,
bro. It, bro. This is etched in stone. They should put their name across the plate because the rest of them guys ain't beating the Frankfurt Chargers. It's a guarantee. It is signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. I'm telling you, bro. Shout out to the Frankfurt Chargers on that one, bro. They win a national championship. We can put it back up because now I want everybody to see. I need y'all to tell first of all, we're going to get National Sports Chat opinion. And as we wait on
I feel bad for Frankfurt, bro.
As we get his opinion, everybody else can give me letter grades. PA is giving me a B. He says I'm sleeping on the Midwest Hawks and Tennessee Mob and CPE. I don't know how I'm sleeping. I mean, I think Scat Pat wins. I give CPE winning, but I think Scat Pat beats both, right? Let me see. In Midwest Hawks, I had Midwest Hawks going all the way till they seen GA. But once you see GA, you lose. You know what I'm saying? So what we got, Ken? Come on, man. What we got?
We gotta go to the next one.
All right. So
only one I'm gonna say is I got Frankfurt beating 757 Elite. That's it.
Clearly, that means he agrees, man. That means he agreed, man. So I'm gonna take that as Ken gives me an A. We can go to 10U.
Oh, hell to the no. Go ahead,
man. Pop Brown say Fanatic, your winning percentage too low to be giving out guarantees, man. He said, Coach Tice say, so you admit you're a curse. No, Ken says that, but I'm letting him know I break my guaranteed losing record. I break it with the Frankfurt Chargers. All right, we're going to continue, y'all. We're going to start at Gorilla Mob versus Maryland Heat. Unfortunately, man, Maryland Heat had an amazing season this year. They had a great run. They did a lot of really, really great things. But I think Gorilla Mob beats them. I think Coach Pop is too great of a coach to lose to the Maryland Heat, not because they're not good, but because the system that they run, though very efficient, to me, the problem with it is it's too slow. You feel what I'm saying? It's too slow. So they run a voodoo style offense without the speed of playing like voodoo. So unfortunately, man, it gives Gorilla Mob a lot of chances to line up, to adjust. I think Coach Pop ultimately sets himself up to win that. All right, we got the Harlem Jets versus the North Philly Aztecs. I'm not going to lie. Shout out to my dog, KP. I'm not going to lie. It would be very difficult for the North Philly Aztecs to win this. Very difficult. Because the Harlem Jets might have some of the best offense. Like, as far as offensive schemes and stuff, they probably have one of the better offenses. Everybody, if you want to go see the Harlem Jets, has plenty of film out. Hell, you can damn near prep for them. But the Harlem Jets is a team that I think every single person should go watch, bro. They're an amazing team and program, bro. Next, we got the OG Ducks versus the LSN Chiefs. Big and slow. All right, LSN, big and slow. OG runs past them easily. All right, so then we have Vegas Strong. They had a bye. I got Gorilla Mob beating Vegas Strong. North Philly Aztecs takes on OG. Again, big. OG wins that. Ultimately, OG gets their bike back from Gorilla Mob, and they go to the championship. On the other side of that, we got Virginia Hawk versus DMVU No Limit. I think the DMVU No Limit has some of the best players, right, that anybody could want. They have everything they need to be successful. But I got to give my coaches some slack. No, my guys, but I got to give y'all some slack and say, y'all dropped the ball this year. I don't think y'all are able to recover enough, and you lose twice to the Virginia Seahawks, right? The Chicago Hellcats versus the North Carolina Giants. Shout out to Chicago. You know, hopefully y'all don't come find me down there in AYF. I'm going to have my dog Michael with me. You know, as my fellow Midwestern person, he might can talk y'all off my head, but 30 ball. All right, so we're moving on. It ain't gonna be 30, it'll be 20. It would be a 20 ball. It'll be a 20 ball. All right, so then we got Legacy U takes on Miami Garden Ravens. As y'all know, man, I think the Legacy U is one of the best 10U teams. They had a new coaching staff this year. I think it took them a while to figure it out. But if y'all know me, y'all know that I think Corey Benson is one of the best 10-year-old quarterbacks. And I can't remember the young man's name, but he is a Caucasian young fellow wide receiver, not that tall, fast as hell, good feet, great hands. That duo of Corey Benson and that wide receiver is unmatched. They got a pretty good run game. It could be better, but I think Legacy U beats Miami. Air Academy versus Eastside. I think Eastside wins that. Eastside is going to lose to Legacy U. I don't think Eastside's offense has progressed since 9U as much as it should have. They had a great run by turning their season around and beating Southfield, but their luck ends with the Legacy U. Virginia Seahawks takes on NC Giants. I think Virginia Seahawks got just enough to edge that out, but unfortunately, they do not have enough to take on the Legacy U Tar Heels, but they would have had an amazing season. But I just think what Legacy U brings to the table, man, if you watch a Legacy U football team play, what they bring to the table, I just don't think the Virginia Seahawks will be able to stop. Ultimately, we see the Legacy U back into the championship versus the OG Ducks, and you guys pretty much know who I got. I have my dog, Coach Walker, man, and the OG Ducks winning a national championship. He's bringing home another national championship, and because I'm part of the OG Ducks, if y'all ain't noticed, man, it's a we over here. So it's me plus them equals we. You feel what I'm saying? Because clearly Ken's not from California. He doesn't give a damn about California at all. So I got to be the one who puts California on my back around here. Right? California's on my back. So we with the legend, with the OG Ducks. We won a national championship, and that'll be another trophy. That'll be another 10U national championship that I'll probably take a picture with a trophy like this. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna come back on Monday and have 2 pictures side by side of me holding the trophy for Blue and me holding the trophy with Walker. You feel what I'm saying? As I win 2 national 10U championship. Let's put that back up there so we can see what Ken thinks, man. What do you think, man? Come on, Ken.
I think if Gorilla Mob plays versus Maryland first, Gorilla Mob first round exit,
Drunk.
then I think whichever team goes, they beat the hell out of Vegas strong. But since I got Maryland going, I got Maryland advancing to the semifinal. Then I got the North Philly Aztecs, very underrated team this season. They were in our rankings, just needed some more tougher games. Then we seen I had a chance to see LSN versus So Icy. And I do like LSN, very, very big team. But as I've been seeing over the years, man, speed has always dominated size for whatever reason, right? So I got the OG beating LSN to play the North Philly Aztecs. I think OG do win, but I got them playing versus the Maryland Heat. So I got OG over the Maryland Heat. So I do got them in there. We just going a different route. Virginia Seahawks, I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if DMVU actually win that one to go on to lose to the NC Giants. Then I got the Legacy over the Miami Garden Ravens. And then I got Air Academy, though, beating Eastside Raiders. I think Eastside Raiders, they have lost a lot of games. And I'm not going to even say games that should make them battle tested. They just lost a lot of games. And so I got Air over them, Air playing versus the Legacy. Then I got Legacy beating Air Academy to go on to play the NC Giants. Then I got Legacy U versus NC Giants, and then I got Legacy U winning that. This is an organization that I feel that I've seen in their in AYF championship plenty of times. Some lost, some wins, some losses. But this is where I feel like it can hurt the OG Ducks, you know, as far as like experience. I think the organization, is a good organization, meaning that I think they'll be well prepared for this national championship game. But I just think OG Ducks, being that they've played a lot of tough games, far as like older teams, right? 7-1 teams that were in the YNC. I just think that experience will help them prevail. So I do got what you got. However, it's just a different route, bro. But I don't see Virginia Seahawks winning this, as Coach was saying.
No, they don't win this. But I definitely, if this was to happen, there's no way they lose to DMVU. There's no way that I think they would lose to the NC Giants. I think they beat both of them. And I think that's how they will end up in the semis if this was to happen. Coach say, shout out to the coach. Shout out to Coach Torrey. He say Miami. He say, too bad, Ravens way or no way. If this was to happen, there's no way y'all beat Legacy U. There's no way that y'all could beat the Legacy U Tar Heels, bro. They are too damn. If anything, I'm gonna be real with all of y'all. If all of y'all smart, y'all really better hope that Legacy U and OG Ducks is on the same side. Like, y'all better pray that they some kind of way have to match up against each other early. And they got to knock each other out. Because if there's a way where those two teams are set, they're the fastest teams at AYF, bro. There aren't too many teams faster than them at AYF. If them two teams are opposite each other, all y'all are dead, bro. Y'all are dead. Dead. You're dead, bro. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Because I'm super, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, Legacy U coaches, bro. And I just said I don't give coaches a lot of slack, but I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. If y'all get anything but semis, turn your whistles in. Turn your whistles in. anything. There's no way you're losing with that level of talent that y'all have on that team. I'm gonna say it again for the Legacy U Tar Heels, bro. I really think y'all are good, bro. I think y'all got the goods. Anything less than semis, I'm moving to Ohio. I'm taking over the team. I'll see Mark in I'll see Mark next year in the summertime. Because there's no way that y'all dudes keep losing, bro. There we go. My bad, man. I had to get that out of the way. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of Legacy. You not living up to the standard, Ken. There's a fucking standard. Live up to it. Let's go to 11U. Let's go to 11U. Man, I'm on a roll tonight. Hey, by the way, Ken, let's take this down for 1 second. By the way, has DMV ain't won a natty yet, Ken. I told you. Did I tell you? I told you. You thought everybody think I'm joking. It's a path to them never to win a natty, bro. It's a path. Let's go to 11. 11U. Let's get to it. All right, out the gate, man. We got Winslow versus Benson Bruins. I'm really high on Winslow, y'all. I think they win. We got PME versus Southfield. I think Southfield wins. I have not been high on Southfield all year long, but they just get the luck of the draw in this thing right here. We got Piedmont versus 808. I'm rolling with Piedmont. Legacy U versus Winslow. I roll with Legacy U. Southfield versus Piedmont. I'm rolling with Southfield. I have Legacy U beating Southfield. I am not high on Southfield by any means necessary. All right. We got the O versus Watkins. The O knocks out Watkins. All right. To go on and play North Philly Blackhawks. I have North Philly beating the O. I have West Baltimore playing Brick City. Shout out to West Baltimore. They win. I have West Baltimore playing Miami Garden Chiefs. Shout out to West Baltimore. They win. And if anybody watches our show, y'all know damn well that I am super high on the West Baltimore Ravens. So this ain't nothing new. I've been high on them all year long. West Baltimore plays North Philly. North Philly wins that. They go on to play Legacy U. I have Philly, which shocked the hell out of me. I'm gonna lie to y'all. This shocked the hell out of me too. But I have Philly bringing home a national championship if this happened to be the bracket, bro. But I'm going to say this. The team that I think is a sleeper team is the O. The O is my sleeper team. The O in West Baltimore. Those are two teams that I think can find a way to get it done. But I'm more high on the O. I think the O gets it done. I think they can get it done. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to the O. Come on, Ken. Go on, give me my A+ on this one. There's no way in hell you disagree, bro. There's no way in hell.
Well, if that's who West Baltimore Ravens playing, yeah, I guess I can agree with them beating Brick City. But the Miami Garden Chiefs,
there's no way you think they win that game, bro.
All right. Yeah, then we got the O Supreme playing Watkins. Yeah, the 11U Watkins. I'm thinking of the other one. Yeah, I can see them beating Watkins to go on and play versus North Philly Blackhawks. And to be honest, didn't they already play?
I believe Legacy U won. Hell, I don't care if they played it or not. It don't matter. I think Legacy U won that game though.
I'm gonna be honest with
you. No, they didn't. I don't think they played. That game was supposed to happen, I believe, at it was supposed to happen at Darren's event, and I believe it never happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
They can quote me, but I believe that was a game that should have happened in a championship at Northern Hospitality, and it never happened. I believe that was that game.
Well, I think the last time I seen the O Supreme, bro, they struggle against the run. So I can have North Philly Blackhawks winning that game and then also beating the West Baltimore, which I don't know how the hell they get to the semifinals. But if that's the luck of the draw, I can see it being that case. So I got the North Philly Blackhawks going there. Then on the opposite side, we got Legacy U already with a bye. I got Benson Bruins beating Winslow though. I got them beating the Winslow just to lose to Legacy, and then I got PME versus Southfield. To be honest, bro, I haven't heard much of the Playmakers Elite, but I have seen Southfield and so I will go with them.
Very
Um,
unimpressed this year, Southfield, by the way.
we
Ken is impressed. I'm not.
all right, so then we got them versus the Piedmont. I do got Southfield playing versus the Legacy U, but I think Southfield wins to play versus North Philly Blackhawks,
That's shocking.
and I got them winning.
You have Southfield winning?
Nah, I got North Philly winning.
Yeah, I'm
Cause
just
of that running back. It's just far, like how far he takes them. And I think they terrified of that boy. So I think he's able to get it done.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know what the hell you see in the Southfield Falcons 11U football team. But whenever you find whenever you figure it out, let me know, bro. Because I don't see what you see in them boys, bro. I don't see this good, amazing team that could go on, even in this right here. Like, to be real with you, it's really the luck of the draw with them
Yeah,
too.
that's what it is. That's why I say it. Like
But
even
I
West
don't think they
Baltimore, I
beat
don't
no
have them.
Legacy U, bro. They don't beat Legacy U. Hell, they barely probably get out of there from Playmakers Elite. Like, they barely probably beat. If this was real, they would barely beat PME. They would again barely beat Piedmont. Barely. I mean,
Man,
like last second touchdown type of barely. Then when they play Legacy U, they show who they are and they get their tails whooped. But I just don't think that the Southfield Falcons have lived up to the expectation that they should have lived up with.
yeah,
Two,
I just think they ain't played the team that they should have played, bro.
yeah, and I
Is
don't
that
think
what you
they're ready for
saying? They under
yeah, they're not
delivered.
ready for a Legacy U football team, bro.
Yeah, them folks, they wasn't playing enough teams, bro.
But
All right.
all I hear is Charlie, Fanatic. I give you an A on this one. I give you an A on this one. I feel you, bro. That's what I heard. Fanatic, you get an A. You get an A because this was an amazing job, bro. You did an amazing job, and it's okay sometimes, Ken, to give me my credit and just say that I did an amazing. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we can go to 12U because I know what you want to say, but it's very difficult for you. So let's go to 12U, bro. I know what y'all see, man. It's hard for me to accept this is going on as well. But anyway, we got the Southside Ducks versus the West 7 Rams. That's probably one of the greatest games of the entire week, right? Southside Ducks versus the West 7. If that game was to happen in the first round, I think we would all be excited and cry at the same time because there's two amazing teams going head to head, right? We got North Philly versus Brick City. I got North Philly. We got Pathtown Packers versus DMV. I have DMV, right? Then we have the Watkins Hornets versus Southside. Shout out to Texas. I'm going Southside Ducks. We got North Philly versus DMV. I'm going North Philly. North Philly would take on Southside. I'm going North Philly. We got OG Ducks versus St. Louis Trackhawks. This was enough. Anybody that knows me, again, if y'all have been watching the show, y'all know I'm hella high on the St. Louis Trackhawks. If the St. Louis Trackhawks went to nationals and got blowed out in the first round, I would probably put where the Michael Jordan meme for a week straight because I've been high on them all year. That means literally that face. You would get I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. You would get the I was wrong face, right? So shout out to the St. Louis Trackhawks. Unfortunately, you do lose to the OG Ducks because unfortunately, man, it's the first round. But Miami Guard. Then after that, I have East End Tigers playing Air. I got East End. We got East End's playing Columbia Knights. I got East End. OG Ducks plays Miami Garden. Ken thinks for some reason in 12U football, people still scared of somebody. I think it's been proven this year because the Miami Garden Ravens actually are a multi-loss team this year. Unlike other years in the season, they're a multi-loss team. So all that people scared of him stuff is gone. And then I have the OG Ducks actually winning that game. From there, the OG Ducks beat the East End on a fairly easy side of the bracket, if I'm just being quite frank. North Philly, they go through dog fights all week. Ultimately, they come out in the end. I know. I'm not that high on them myself. I'm shocked at this. I did not expect me to pick the North Philly Blackhawks, but it's the luck of the draw. PA, y'all potentially would have brought home 2 national championships well, really 3 if you count Frankfurt. You would have brought home another national championship. Now, this is not a guarantee. It is not a guarantee. The OG Ducks could beat North Philly Blackhawks, but ultimately I would have North Philly winning. National Sports Chat probably is giving me a C because ultimately, bro, he believes that the Miami Garden Ravens will win, but I'm going to allow him to say that himself. Your mic isn't working, Ken. Ken, your mic ain't working.
I said I got Miami Garden Ravens winning this. They have shown me that the teams in AYF have shown me that they are petrified, terrified, right? Bullied by that young man they call Little Rod. So the fact that this man is going to be able to score 4 to 5 touchdowns per game is enough for me to say that the Miami Garden Ravens, the flock, will definitely win this whole series. So just me just saying that just solidified the bracket, bro. Miami Garden Ravens get another one.
Yeah, I figured you would say that. I definitely don't think that I don't think like I said, I've seen them lose this year. In prior years outside of YNC, they never really lost. This year they have, so I definitely see them, kind of losing the games this year. But let's go to 13U, man.
Hold on, before you go.
Okay.
There is a team that I have seen. DMV Legends. I'm not sure though if they D2, but I don't see them on here. Yeah, they probably D2. But they got a young man on there, bro, that I really, really think he going to be D1 next year, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, bro. Very, very big guy, man. Number 7 for the DMVU Legends. So let's go to the next one, though.
All right, let's get this 13U going.
Hi, this is my type of bracket right here, man.
Ah, man, you don't know.
I don't feel too good just talking about all the people that are gonna lose. All right. For a minimum.
So we got Southfield versus Benson. I have Southfield. Shout out to Southfield 13U. I think they 13U. I got a little more respect for them. We got NTB Dynasty versus OG Ducks. Unfortunately, that's the thing about AYF sometimes, y'all. Is the thing about AYF is, bro, you can get a game like NTB versus OG that should probably be a national championship game. That should be literally the last game played. You could get that joint in the first round, bruh. It's like a gift and a curse at the same time. But I would have OG winning that game to go on and play Southfield. I have OG beating Southfield. On the other side of that, I have Watkins playing TMT. Watkins, shout out to Watkins, man, a former national champion. They don't make it out the first round this year. Watkins don't make it out the first round this year. They lose to the North Philly Blackhawks, right? I have Piedmont playing the show. Y'all know how high I am on the show. I think the show wins that. I have North Philly playing the show. I think the show beats North Philly. Sorry, PA, you can't win them all. And then the show plays OG. I have OG Ducks convincingly winning that game. The show had an amazing run. You came back. You made it to the championship, but you do not win a natty. The OG Ducks win a national championship. Go ahead and say I'm right, Ken.
I definitely got Benson Bruins beating Southfield.
Oh, okay.
I got them beating Southfield. And then the NTB Dynasty, I'm not really that big on the OG Ducks, but I do think they'll do enough. They are one of them battle-tested teams as well. So I do have them beating, I do have them beating Benson Bruins. And then on the other side, I got the Bounty Boys beating TMT. I got the Bounty Boys beating TNT. And then I got the show beating Piedmont. Then I got the Bounty Boys beating the hell out of the show. Shout out to Staten Island. I got them. So now I have the Bounty Boys versus the OG, and I think OG wins.
Okay, we got the same team winning. He said put some respect on them DC and Maryland teams. There's a lot of respect, but y'all don't win a national championship this year. A national championship doesn't go back to the DMV region, bro. And I literally showed y'all how the DMV don't win a national championship this year. Y'all don't win a national championship. Y'all win some games. You look good. You almost get there, and then you lose in the end. The DMV doesn't win a national championship this year. And Ken, they thought I was trolling at first. I was playing. But I wanted to show them, Ken, through an unbiased opinion, through the luck of the draw, that they don't win a national championship. There's no way in hell that y'all, if this the best chance y'all got is 8U, and I don't think that y'all win that. Ken gives y'all a better shot, but there is no way in hell that the DMV region brings home a national championship. There's nowhere for you to win. There's nowhere for you to win, bro. Championships goes to PA, they go to Philly, they go into Cali, and they going to South Florida. Sorry, you don't win one. Try again next year, bro. Try again next year. But you ain't winning one this year.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That 13U TMT versus the Bounty Boys is really a toss-up game, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I just think right now the Bounty Boys, they kind of got the momentum. And then I just think, well, here's the thing. TMT definitely want they bite back. They've been trying to play them folks. And I think Coach did himself a disservice by not playing them last year in the regular season, and now they making them suffer to play, to catch them in the championship. So they basically going tit for tat. But I don't know, bro. That's the one I'm not sure about, because I feel like even with them losing Mel, right, one of their lockdown quarterbacks, I think he just brought so much to that team, bro. And I don't know if that will be enough to actually beat TMT. But I just went with Bounty Boys because they were the champion. They were the champion from last year. So I went with them. But that's a tough one. That's the one that I'm really not even certain about, to be honest.
D. Jones, I'm going to put this up real quick before we get up out of here. Put my 10U back up because my dog Derek say I'm tripping. Shout out to D. Jones, man. Shout out to Coach Jones. If y'all was to play Gorilla Mob first round, you wouldn't get out the first round. If y'all were to play Gorilla
Maryland Heat,
round, they wouldn't get out the first round.
I think they get out the first round.
Nah.
I think this is the team that they don't want to play. This when we talked about it, you asked me, who do I think beat Gorilla Mob? Maryland Heat is one of the teams that I feel beats the Gorilla Mob, along with the OG Ducks.
I don't think they can do enough to beat Gorilla Mob, bro. And they're just being real. I don't think they can do enough. I think their play style, it helps pop out more than it helps pop out to be able to adjust throughout the game, bro. He's too skilled he's been doing this at such a high level for a long time, not discrediting anything that them guys got going on, man. They're great coaches as well. Obviously, they've won a lot of amazing games this year. Right, they've won a lot of amazing games in the past years, but that guy Pop, man, he's a tactician when it comes to this time of the year, bro. He's surrounding himself with tactician type of coaches. These are the games that he gets up for. Unfortunately, he's just going to run into a team in the OG Ducks that is just superior to him, this year. So I just had to address that for my boy Coach Jones, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna agree to disagree. Like I say, bro, that's the one game that them folks do not want to play in the beginning. Like you want to go try to establish dominance versus some other team, but you just don't want to play the Maryland Heat, bro. You don't. Just like Virginia Seahawks, they don't want to play DMVU. They don't want to play no limit the first round.
They should.
They got too much. They got too much to prove, bro. And you got to remember, unless they lost some players, you know, I think that they still have the ability to win a couple of games, bro. Now, do I got them winning it? Hell nah. But I do think that, you know, they can go and knock off the Virginia Seahawks. That's just one team that I do think, although I like Virginia Seahawks. I like how Coach continue to play the games even though they were losing, you know, that helped them get better. That made them a little bit more battle tested and stuff. So, you know, I can agree with that, but I just think right now DMVU has the bigger chip on their shoulder. So, yeah, that's why I'm gonna go with them.
Whatever they want on their shoulder, man.
Hey, this is familiar territory for them. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. It's familiar territory. So, all right, man. Shoot, bro. I ain't got too much more,
man. Do we have our GIC flyer, man?
Hold on, let me see.
You know, if we got that up before we get out of here, you feel what I'm saying? We throw it up. If not, we'll just get it in. We'll get it in another day. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it in on another day. But if we got it in, then we'll get it. You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
Yeah. Let's throw it up. I want to throw this up real quick, man. I want y'all to see this. I want to remind y'all, if you in the South, what it is, bro. I want to remind y'all of one more thing about the South, man, because I want to kick their tail as much as we can. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the GIC. If you in the South, if you got a kid in the South, man, and you want them to play for us, if you can, it's not mandatory. If you can, we would love to see y'all at tryouts, bro. At the registry, because at the end of the day, you would still have to submit film to be selected for the team. But we would love to see y'all at the tryouts, man. The registration info is at www.gicallstarweekend.com. You can also hit us up on the IG. Just hit up National Sports Chat. We can give you all the information that you need. It's a Great Collegiate Academy in West Columbia, South Carolina. Would love to see everybody there, bruh, who wants to be a part. If you want to play for us and you live in like South Florida or something, you can't make the tryouts, you know, you can just shoot us over some film, you know, all of that good stuff, man. So just wanted to throw that up there one more time before we get up out of here.
Absolutely, man. But y'all make sure, bro, y'all hit that like button on the way out, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. For tuning in, sports family. Also, go to all social media platforms. Link will be in the description. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Thank you.